Hello Brujas and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Moki, the Pastel Bruja, aiding you on your spiritual journey, one pastel post at a time. And today we are talking all about refreshing your space. So today I'll be sharing with you herbs, oils, and crystals you can use to refresh and cleanse your space, as well as a few ways to use them to cleanse your space. So let's jump into it. So Brujas, what kind of herbs can we use to refresh and cleanse our space? I've gone ahead and written down a list of my favorite herbs to use, but these are not the only herbs you can use to refresh and cleanse by all means. Like I've said before, any herb with the right intention can pretty much get the job done. The first on this list is definitely going to be lavender. Lavender is one of my favorite herbs to burn. It brings such a calming and soothing energy to your space. It also is great for insomnia or if you're having trouble sleeping. It just overall is a very soothing, calming, relaxing energy. But a lot of people don't know that it also possesses qualities like sage when it comes to cleansing, refreshing, removing negative energies as well. So not only is it a calming and relaxing energy, it is also a cleansing and purifying one as well. Next up on my list is sage. Most people think that this is the only herb that you can use. It is the most common herb used to cleanse space. Was used by Native American and indigenous peoples to cleanse their space and to cleanse negativity and bring positivity. So, of course, people hopped on the trend, and this was known as the most popular herb. The next one on my list is bay leaves. Bay leaves are great for bringing protective energy. They're also a great herb for cleansing and refreshing, the common theme here. But they bring protective energy to a space, which is why I like to use them. And then, of course, we have some rose. Rose is good for bringing loving energy. I always sprinkle a little bit of rose when I'm cleansing my space because I just figure, why not spread the love? I also have sweetgrass on this list, but I don't have any sweetgrass at the moment, but it is one of my favorite herbs to burn. There, like I said, there's tons of other herbs you can use. I use pine. I used lemongrass before. Palo Santo is a big one. There's tons of herbs. You can burn lots of flowers. And like I said, any herb or flower set with the right intent can really get the job done. While most herbs do have their own properties, like lavender is calming, pine is good for money, chamomile is good for money as well. That's another herb I like to burn. But any herb you have on hand, set it with an intent and use it. Now, I know a lot of my brujas are used to seeing herbs in bundles. And if you don't have a cauldron, you're probably like, yeah, how else am I supposed to burn my herbs? Well, here I have this little bowl. I made this smudge bowl by myself literally a few minutes before I shot this video. I just added the little vinyl bye bye bad vibes. If you have any ceramic bowl, you can buy them at Walmart. You can get them at Dollar Tree. You can fill it up with herbs like I just did. Usually I would use a charcoal tab to light on fire, but since I'm out of that, I'm just starting it with the herbs itself. I also use string sometimes, which is what I did here, to start my little fire. So that gets the fire burning. You just want the herbs to burn, and once they go out like so, you'll get a nice little smoky pot going, just like you would get some smoke from your sage wand. But if you can't get your hand on your wands and you can get some loose herbs, this is a great way to burn. Of course, we know how to burn our wands, but this is your own little cauldron. Next, we'll be talking about using essential oils to cleanse your space. You can get essential oils just about anywhere. I find them at Walmart. I buy them on Amazon. I will link the set that I'm using here down below. It is one of my favorite sets. I got it on Amazon. It's about a 24-piece set. It has all of the oils I use, and it is great. So I will link that down below for you. I got y'all. And of course, it'll be an affiliate link. Gotta let y'all know, disclosing it. So what oils can you use? I personally like to use grapefruit. Grapefruit is a detoxifying oil. I put it in my cleaners. I put it in my wax melts just for that reason. I love citrus scents, and it's a great detoxifier. Then we have tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is one of my favorite oils. It's antibacterial and it's body cleansing. So I use this in almost every cleansing spray I make, because not only is it good for your space, but it's also good for your body. Okay, get rid of germs, get rid of bacteria, and make your space smell good and be blessed. What? Perfect. So next we have tangerine. A lot of citrus scents. I love citrus. This is for releasing tension. Tangerine is a sweet citrus scent. It is one of my favorite scents in this pack. It's really refreshing, really cleansing, and just makes me tingle whenever I smell it, like a clean, tingly feeling. So then we have cinnamon leaf. Cinnamon leaf is a great cleanser. It is also energizing and is detoxifying. So I don't use a lot because cinnamon can really overpower a spray, an oil, anything. So I usually add like 1 or 2 drops when I do add it, but I did want to add this one on here because it is one of my faves. So you've got your oils, you've got everything together, but how can you use these oils to cleanse your space? I'm about to show you, brujas. So I've got 2 different ways for you, on how you can use oils to refresh your space. The first one is super, super easy, okay? All you need is a spray bottle, some water, and your oils. I'm recycling this spray bottle that I got from my friend Jen. She sent me this Palo Santo spray. It is almost empty, so I'm going to recycle and make my own clearing spray. There is a little bit left in it, but I'm just going to fill it up a little bit with water, and then add the oils to it. So just filled it up with water. So as you can see, I filled it up most of the way with warm water. And I don't want this to spill, so I'm going to adjust my table a little bit just because, this is white. We don't want it getting messed up because then I gotta wash it, and yeah, we're gonna do this. So as you can see, I filled it up. Like I said, we're a little bit closer to the top, not all the way, but pretty close. So I've got this here. So what are we doing? What are we adding? We are going to make a little bit of a cleansing blend. Okay, we're gonna start with our cinnamon leaf. All right, we don't want to overpower it, so I'm gonna add about 2 to 3 drops of this. All right, I say 2 to 3 because I always add 1 more drop than I want, so 2 to 3. I really want to put 2, probably be 3 in there. And then we're going to add the tangerine. The tangerine, I'm going to add a lot of. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, it's my favorite. It's about 6 drops in here. It's going to smell beautifully sweet. It's going to smell citrusy. So it's going to be about 6 drops. 5-6 drops. Whatever you want to add. It's to preference. I don't be measuring in this bitch. So then I'm going to go ahead and add my grapefruit. This one I add like 6 drops too because I love my grapefruit. But if you want to go for a little bit less of a citrusy scent, I recommend doing 4. This one, we got the tea tree. Now the tea tree, we're going to definitely do about 6 to 8 drops. I love to do this because it makes it antibacterial, antimicrobial, all that good stuff. All right. So we add about 6 to 8 drops of this. This is a brand new bottle, so they drop in real slow. Okay. But we are adding that to the mix, and that is pretty much all we need to add in this. So you're going to add your little top to it. You're going to screw it on, and you're going to give it a good little shake. Now, like I said, I like to use this as a air freshener. You can use it as an air freshener. You can use it as a body spray. You can use it as a fabric refresher. Like if your blankets are smelling a little bit funky and you want to spritz on there before you get the chance to wash them, highly recommend doing that. Cough, cough, do it all the time. You can spray your couches with it, your curtains with it, your pet's bed with it. Whatever you want to do, spread the good vibes and the good smells throughout your space, okay? This is my number 1 tip for brujas who are trying to keep their craft on the down low, who don't want to put their witchcraft all out in the open by burning herbs. This is a great way to do so. So I highly recommend this. You can buy a cheap travel spray bottle from Walmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, anywhere they sell travel goods, or you can use reduce, reuse, recycle an old spray bottle from a body mist that you bought from before, like I did, and use that. Just make sure you spray it out to empty it. Now, the second way you can use essential oils to cleanse your space is to make a refreshing oil. Now, this will be used for your body. You can also use it in a wax melt or an oil burner. You can dress your candles with it. However you want to do it, this is how you can do it. That's what you could do with it. I'm going to show you how to make it. It's safe for your body. I always recommend a carrier oil, olive oil. I use organic olive oil or organic canola oil. What I've got here today is organic olive oil. You'll need a little bottle. I'm using this bottle. If you guys have ordered a spell kit from my shop, you know this is the bottle that the oil comes in. You can use any bottle. Like I said, recycle, use a bottle from an oil you bought before. Any bottle will do. You can use a little stopper. You don't have to have this. You can just pour it if you have a funnel. I find this easier. And it came with the bottles. If you want a link for the bottles, I'll add that to the description too, okay? Because they come in handy. And so I'm going to add the tea tree. Once again, going for the 5 to 6 drops of the tea tree oil. And don't worry about mixing everything together just about yet. We're just going to add everything and then we'll incorporate everything into this oil, okay? So now, as you can see, I added that tangerine. It's making this oil look a mighty orange. So I'm also going to add the grapefruit. I opted to not use the cinnamon leaf this time around because I was going for a more citrusy scent. So that is what I'm going to do here. I opted out to not to use the cinnamon leaf this time. I used it in the spray, but not in the oil. I also like to add some herbs in here. So I put a little sprinkle of lavender, okay? I'm going to put a little sprinkle of rose as well because, like I said, always got to add the rose, always got to add the love. You know, why not? So once you got your herbs and your oils, you can go ahead and mix it all together and get it all incorporated in there. Now, the longer your oil sits, the longer it is infused for. I also like to heat up my oils a little bit to get everything incorporated and infused. If you don't want to pop this on the stove or in the microwave, you could just put it in the bottle and put it in the sun, put it in a heated area. It'll get the job done too. You know, whatever you want to do. Once you got everything incorporated, perfect, you want to take your bottle, obviously take the top off and get to filling. So I'm going to use my little syringe here. And I guess it's not a syringe, but a stopper, and get to filling this bottle. I like to really try to get the herbs because I like the herbs to be in my bottles. Some people don't, but I think it looks pretty. So whenever y'all buy oils from me, y'all know there's going to be some herbs in the bottle. So that's how you do it. You just stop them up. That's why I like to use the stopper. They don't always go in with the funnel depending on how big your funnel is. So I'm just here filling up the bottle. You want to leave a little bit of space because I'm going to put a little sprig of lavender in here. And you also want to still keep a little bit of space because you got to put if your top has a little plunger like this, you want to make sure that it doesn't spill out. So once you've twisted your top on, you're going to give it a nice little shake, get everything incorporated, and then, like I said, place it in the sun. I'll probably leave it here in the window just because the heat, the warmth really helps incorporate the oils and the herbs into the oil. The carrier oil. So this is all done, all perfect. So brujas, this is my info, my tips, my tricks, my hacks for refreshing your space. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss my future videos. I love y'all. Stay beautiful, keep shining, and I will see y'all next time.